Initial impressions of what is this, day 4 now, I guess? Whatever.
It's day 4, and the thing I told them prior to practice today is I said they're getting to the point in the camp where, some guys' careers just take off and other guys disappear, and they don't want to be a guy that just disappears. And some do, some don't, and you got to make sure that nobody disappears and everybody's career continues to take off. And I thought this morning's practice was pretty good. I mean, they flew around, especially defensively. They got after it, and that's what they needed to do.
Talk a little bit about the quarterbacks and Rakeem Cato specifically, about his development so early in the camp.
He's really it's fun to watch him go, because I mean this is only his 4th day here, and he's done some things that are pretty impressive. He had a couple issues out there today when they started bringing all that pressure and all that. That's the first time he's seen that, but it didn't take him long. About halfway, he saw it once or twice, and he adjusted to it and made some good. He's a good player. I like what he's all about. He didn't get rattled. He makes good decisions, and he's going to be right in the mix.
He seems to take it personally when he makes a mistake.
He does. I like him. He not only takes it personally, but he takes it personally when other people don't do the right thing too. And he tells them about it. And that's what leaders do. And he seems to be. He's good.
Joe Johnson mixing it up some today.
He did it the first time.
It was. That's why it stood out.
He's been out there a heck of a lot, so Joe's got a long way to go before you trust that guy. He's got to go. He's got to. It's all about trust and doing it every day and playing hard, and that's the first time in about a year and a half I've seen him get out there, so we only talked about Joe at this point.
No, you got another session this afternoon, but what's it like knowing that tomorrow's full go, full pads, and full speed?
It's going to be fun to get all those guys back together. But I love the way I just love these practices, the way they're set up, because it's great for teaching purposes, because now the young kids that go this afternoon, they get to watch the whole practice. They go back in. They had it installed this morning. They see it again on tape at 2 o'clock. We come back out and just repeat just what we did. So we go back out and do it again tonight. So I mean, those 4 days are just in my mind invaluable, because you can really make a lot of great decisions on the young kids as far as whether they can play or not, because of the number of reps they get. So what happens when we get the pads on for that 5th day is some of the reps start to get cut a little bit, and so it just helps us as coaches to make sure we continue to rep the guys that help us go on.
It's looking like Tay Wilson's all the way back.
Looks like it. I think. I mean, he was slow to begin with, so he still can't run very well. But he's a good kid that makes good plays. And he's a good player. He's a good player.
What will you see when the pads come on? What differentiates pads from just shells, Coach? What do you
There's not a whole lot of difference where we practice. I mean, you're out there and you go, and you just put knee pads and thigh pads in. That's the only difference. But, at times you'll go live and let them tackle and low tackle and do these things to get ready to go play. But in my mind, there's not a whole lot of difference.